It is a man whose name starts with an A and ends with an I. And no, it is not Advani. For the purposes of this speech, let me just call him Mr. A and his group, the A Company.
बीबीसी डॉक्यूमेंट्री को लेकर खलबली केवल देश भर में ही नहीं बल्कि विदेशों में भी हो रही है। इस चर्चित बीबीसी डॉक्यूमेंट्री और बीबीसी के ऑफिस पर आईटी डिपार्टमेंट के रेड कहें या सर्वे सरकार के ऊपर एक सवाल खड़ा करता है। सिर्फ अपोजिशन पार्टी ने बल्कि नेता और पब्लिक के भी रिएक्शंस आ रहे हैं। वहीं पर टीएमसी सांसद महुआ मोइत्रा ने मंगलवार को पूछा कि क्या ब्रिटिश ब्रॉडकास्टिंग कॉरपोरेशन के कार्यालयों पर छापे के बाद अडानी समूह के प्रमुख गौतम अडानी पर मिस्टर ए पर हमला होगा। महुआ मोइत्रा ने अडानी को मिस्टर ए कहकर संबोधित किया। इधर अधिकारियों ने कहा कि आयकर विभाग ने मंगलवार को कथित कर चोरी की जांच के तहत दिल्ली और मुंबई में बीबीसी के कार्यालयों में एक सर्वेक्षण अभियान यानी सर्वे ऑपरेशन चलाया गया। उन्होंने सेबी और इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट को टैग करते हुए एक ट्वीट में कहा कि चूंकि एजेंसियों ये वैलेंटाइन डे सर्वे कर रही हैं, ऐसे में इनकम टैक्स इंडिया, सेबी इंडिया और इन्फोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट सरकार के सबसे मूल्यवान स्वीटहार्ट मिस्टर ए के बारे में कैसा रहेगा। बीबीसी द्वारा 2 भागों वाली डॉक्यूमेंट्री इंडिया द मोदी क्वेश्चन प्रसारित किए जाने के कुछ सप्ताह बाद यह आश्चर्यजनक कार्रवाई हुई है। ये पता चला है कि कार्रवाई मुंबई से आयकर विभाग के महानिदेशक द्वारा 3 परिसरों में शुरू की गई थी। टीएमसी सांसद ने एक अन्य ट्वीट में कहा कि बीबीसी के दिल्ली कार्यालय में आयकर छापे की रिपोर्ट वास्तव में कितना अप्रत्याशित है। इस बीच अडानी के लिए फरसान सेवा जब ये अध्यक्ष सेबी इंडिया कार्यालय के साथ बातचीत के लिए आते हैं। आपको बता दें कि अमेरिका स्थित शॉर्ट सेलर हिडनबर्ग रिसर्च ने एक रिपोर्ट में अडानी समूह की कंपनियों के शेयरों में वित्तीय अनियमितताओं और स्टॉक हेरफेर का आरोप लगाया है और विपक्ष इस मुद्दे की संयुक्त संसदीय समिति की जांच की मांग कर रहा है। उधर अडानी ग्रुप ने आरोपों को बेबुनियाद बताया है।
I want to talk about the most famous person in India today. Unfortunately for this house, it is not the Honorable Prime Minister. It is a man whose name starts with an A and ends with an I. And no, it is not Advani. For the purposes of this speech, let me just call him Mr. A and his group, the A Company. I want to start off by saying, as an ex-investment banker, I want companies to thrive. But I want honest, hard-working Indian companies to strive and not trapeze artists, as an MP colleague of mine likes to say. The chair always asks me not to get angry. I will not be angry for what I have to say. I will only say that we've all been fooled. I have brought this topi with me because this man has topi out this wonderful nation. I will start with wearing this topi. I have some extra for others who feel the same. The pride of India lies not in the wealth of one individual. The pride of India lies in the robustness of its institutional structures. I don't want to get into a Wall Street short sellers allegations. I want answers. Sir, Mr. Chairperson, sir, are you going to do your job? And please ask the honorable gentleman to sit down.
Honorable member, आप अगर इसी तरह डिस्टर्ब करते रहे, आपका नामित किया जाएगा।
I do not want.
आपको नामित किया जाएगा। बार-बार इस तरह डिस्टर्ब मत करिए।
I want answers to what I had asked in this parliament, what I have raised over and over again since 2019 in this house, in my repeated letters on record to the SEBI, to the CVC, to the DRI, the CBDT and the Finance Ministry. It is a shame for us, it is a shame for our investigative agencies that these allegations against the A Company were only listened to when global entities ask these questions. Honorable Prime Minister, this man, Mr. A, has topi penaued you. He travels with you on your delegations. He meets heads of states on visits to India. He portrays that India is the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister is him. He makes it appear to the world that he is the remote control behind the Prime Minister. And by obliging him, we'll be obliging the Prime Minister.
Honorable member.
Honorable Home Minister.
Honorable member, you still have that on your table, which I had said that it should
What,
not
sir?
be.
Take it top.
Oh, okay, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
You should not have bought it.
Honorable
inside
Home
the House.
Minister, he has topi penaued you. His group companies have amassed nearly 42,000 crores in foreign portfolio investments from 6 Mauritius-based funds. These funds have commonalities like common address, common company secretary, common directors. There is an urgent need to investigate these funds. I have brought this up in this house since 2019. There are media reports that funding into these companies is managed by a Chinese national, Chao Chu-ling. There are reports that it's managed by his brother, artificially pumping up valuations by using pump and dump. His net worth has moved from 9 billion in 2020 to 90 billion in 2022, all in the anticipation of a follow-on public offering, an FPO. That was to be his moment of crowning glory. Madam Finance Minister, he has topi penaued you. When your ministry in Parliament tells me that an investigation by the SEBI is ongoing, This company puts out a statement saying that they have been exonerated by the highest court of the land. Which court? Which nation? Why has SEBI been a silent operator? Why would they permit a 20,000 crore FPO without completing an investigation report? Why didn't SEBI ask whether bankers had signed off on valuation? How is Mr. A's son's father-in-law allowed to be on the SEBI committee on insider trading and corporate governance? How? What about the DRI? What about customs? What about GST, the foreign investigative wing of income tax? What are they doing? This is deception of the highest order. This man has been permitted to use the LIC, to use SBI, to use the PSU banks, to get money as and when he likes. LIC already has 36,000 crore exposure to the group. SBI has outstanding loans of 27,000 crores. Why were they again anchor investors in the FPO? Honorable Civil Aviation Minister, he has topi pennaud you. In many ways, the finance minister said everything given to this company was by transparent tender. I have demonstrated in this house that the Dhamra LNG terminal shows that it is not awarded by tender. Every day the fake news brigade, the Chaddi brigade floats new theories. Is it an American investment bank? Is it Ambani? Is it China? Nobody is behind Mahua. Mahua is behind the truth.
हमारे ताज़ा अपडेट्स पाने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन प्रेस करें, वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर करना ना भूलें।